Oh, this is much better. Go. Friends, we're gonna head over this way and kind of see down into the forest here. This is the way we're gonna start our tour. We're gonna start out in the Little Ituri Forest. Now, the animals around this forest have a lot of special coloration, markings, acts like natural camouflage from. So really keep a sharp eye out, because you never know what we might find. Never know what might find us too. So nice, careful, nice and slow right down here. Now you see all the rains we've been having have been great for the vegetation and the plant life. Lots and lots of greenery, lots of food for animals. Look out on your right, moving over there towards the shadows. That's an okapi. Now, believe it or not, the okapi is the closest and only living relative of the giraffe. They are not a relative of the zebra. They both have ossicones on their heads. You've seen them on giraffe before, I bet. You know, the little points up on their foreheads kind of look like furry horns. Those are their ossicones, and they're not true horns at all. And they also both have really long tongues. An okapi's tongue can get to be up to 13 inches long. And we'll use that to strip the leaves out of bushes and trees. There's a rhino out here. Look at this. On our left, this is a black rhino. It's a very rare, critically endangered species. I'm really excited we're getting to see one. See, look at this animal.
Wow.
Because these animals are incredibly endangered. They're being illegally hunted. Their horns. Friends, in some cultures that still believe the rhino horn has a magical or medicinal property. The simple science of it, though, is that their horn is keratin, same thing as our hair and our nails. Looking towards your left, that's a bongo in the bushes. Bongos are known as the ghosts of the forest because they blend in so well. There's a number of them all through this forest. There's another one here next to us, another one next to that one. There's a couple others up here towards all this bamboo. See why they're called the ghosts of the forest, huh? There's another one up on the hill. There's another species up there too. See the light brown one? That light brown animal is a different species entirely. It's called a greater kudu. You see those long legs on it? It's the second tallest species of antelope in all of Africa, our whole continent. They stand at about 55 to 60 inches tall just at their shoulders. We're going to go down this way next. Anyway, towards the river. The one we're heading to is the Safi. Sometimes it's a good place for us to look around and see if we might be able to spot some aquatic, maybe semi-aquatic species. We're keeping an eye on the water. Sometimes we'll spot big shadows moving underneath, and that'll tell us where some of the animals could be hiding. There's lots of pelicans over here. Check this out. See the birds over here? That's the really long bills. They're pink-backed pelicans. They get that name because during their mating season, they develop a pink coloration. For the rest of the year, though, they go back to being mostly white. All that pink doesn't last very long. Now, they're a little smaller than some other pelican species in the world, but they can still have a wingspan of about 9 feet across. When they open those wings up all the way unfolded, from one wingtip all the way across to the other, needs to be up to 9 feet across. Our truck is about 10 feet across. And towards our left up here, friends, these are Nile crocodiles. They average about 500 pounds, about 16 feet long. Friends, please remain seated for me. Nile crocs are very dangerous animals. Hi, sir, please have a seat there with a white baseball cap. There you go. We are on a bridge over crocodiles. Real bridge, real crocs. They have a bite force of about 2,000 pounds of pressure per square inch, so they are easily capable of crushing and shattering bones. And as many natural behaviors as I'd like to see in the world, that is not one of them. It's on my list. I think it's best that we keep moving then, friends. We're going to put a little bit of distance between us And there is a big tree up here that I wanted to show you, a little bit less dangerous. This is a baobab tree. Sometimes it's referred to as an upside down tree because the branches look like a root system. Easy to see there. The roots are underground. I promise it's not really upside down, but definitely looks like it when it doesn't have the leaves. It goes leafless up to 9 months out of the year, so they'll spend the majority of the year without leaves on them, just surviving off of water that's in their chunks. Check this out. There's giraffe out here. Look out across the savannah. The Serengeti Plains stretch for hundreds of miles across East Africa. Acts sort of like a superhighway for the millions of animals that migrate through here each and every year. This is the wild Africa that we're all trying to conserve. I guess about wildebeest here on our right. These are white-bearded wildebeest. Sometimes they're called gnu. It's spelled G-N-U. They get that name for the grunting sound they make. You know, like how a cow says moo, wildebeest says gnu. The name wildebeest translates from Afrikaans. It actually means wild beast. Not too far of a stretch there. As for the shaggy kind of wild looks they have. As the animal doesn't quite match here. That one, the brown one, that's a Patterson's eland. Not a wildebeest, different species. That one looks like it's a little smaller. Males are very large in this species. In fact, they're one of the largest antelope in the world. Males can tip the scales at over 2,000 pounds, stand about 6 feet at their shoulders. Pretty impressive. Even at that big size, though, they can make a vertical jump almost straight over another one's back.
Hyena.
Nice and slowly pulley here. Oh, it's a hyena. Out towards those rocks. Looks like it's coming back into the shade. Spotted hyena. Hyena live in groups called clans. And a clan of hyenas, all the females outrank all the males. So the highest ranking male is still lower than the absolute lowest ranking female in the group. It is a matriarchal society, and I think they've got a great idea. Those are sable antelope, the big brown antelope. There's another giraffe hanging out behind this tree. It blends in pretty well considering its height. Giraffe are the tallest land animals in the world. A group of them is called a tower. It looks like we're approaching a group up this way. I'm passing a few termite mounds out here too. All these big kind of look like reddish brown rocks. Those are termite mounds. It looks like we're going to get a good view of this giraffe up here. There is a younger one up here too. There's a smaller one, calf from the past season. Look at these. You can see it's ossicones. Those are the points on the forehead we talked about. One of the things they have in common with the okapi are those ossicones. They've got long tongues too. You can see a little bit of it sticking out. A giraffe's tongue can get to be up to 18 inches long. A foot and a half long tongue. They can use it to reach up and eat leaves from tall trees. They can lick inside their noses. They can wipe off their eyes. And they can clean out their ears with their tongue too. It can reach all the way back to those ears. I saw the color of the tongue on that other one too. It's really dark.
Hello.
Purplish blue, almost black. The dark tongue helps to keep it from getting sunburned. The giraffe can eat up to 75 pounds of food a day. Here's that younger one. The calves, when they're born, start out about 6 feet tall. A newborn can look most of us in the eye. They also fall 6 feet to the ground the day they're born because moms give birth standing up. That's after a 15-month-long gestation period. This animal with the big horns, there's a couple of them back there. Those are Ankoli cattle. The horns usually get to be about 2 to 4 feet long. Thankfully, they're not as heavy as they look. The horns are not solid. They've got a honeycomb structure in there. On both sides of us, these are springbok, a little antelope.
Wow.
They stand about 3 feet tall, weigh up to about 100 pounds. This is a trend today. They get their name for their ability to spring. They can leap forward and cover about 10 to 13 feet with every jump. More Ankoli here. Take a look at them. These are the only domestic species on the reserve. The horns usually get to be large. Thankfully, they're not as heavy. They do serve a function for the animals, though. They actually help them in their thermoregulation. They help them maintain and regulate their body temperature. Inside the horns is a whole network of blood vessels, capillaries. There's another giraffe out there on our left. Surprise! Bonus giraffe. And friends, those horns, they work to cool the animal because as their blood circulates up through the horn, it comes closer to the outside air temperature around it. The blood cools down, and then all of that cooler temperature blood goes back down into the rest of the body and spreads out. It brings the temperature with it, so it helps to control the temperature of the entire animal. I'll take a look over here, see what else we can find. We've had some phenomenal luck so far. We're gonna go right around this corner. It looks a little quiet here. I don't see too much activity. There's an elephant out on the right though, way up on the hill. You see it eating, ripping up grass, putting it up in its mouth. Chunk's really their main tool for manipulating and exploring their environment. Inside an elephant's trunk there are more muscles than in the entire human body. It's incredible. Now right at the end of an African elephant's trunk too, they've got these two little opposable digits they'll use to grip and grasp things, move things around, pick things up. With the Asian elephants, they just have one of those. One little opposable digit at the end. I'm gonna head this way. The storms we've been having have wreaked a little bit of havoc on this bridge. It looks like kind of accelerated some of the rust. That's right, Akuna Matata. We're going nice and slow. Easy does it. Oh, hang on. Eat right. Eat right.
Same thing happened last time.
All right, Akuna Matata. Easy does it. There we go. Oh, it scared me. All right, friends. We made it to the clay pits, though. Check this out. You see all these big scratches? Those are tusk marks from elephants. They eat the clay for the minerals it gives them in their diet. Look carefully. There's an elephant over there by the rocks. You can see its back sticking up above them. Ears. I'll try to get us a better view. I'll get up around this bend here. And they'll eat the clay for the minerals it gives them. It's kind of like us taking a multivitamin or a supplement, fill in the gaps in nutrition that we don't get from our daily food choices. The clay gives them the minerals that are hard to get from the foods they usually eat. Now, that's not to say that an elephant doesn't eat much. That's not the truth at all. One elephant every day needs to eat about 300 pounds of food just to maintain its body weight, just to weigh as much as it did the day before. Now, see if we can swing around here. I see some elephants gathered down by the watering hole. They're in the shade there. There's another one in the shade out here. Let's see, out towards our left. Well, it looks like the herd's gathered up here. Lots of elephants all squeezed together. Oh, friends, look really carefully. It's going to be a little tough to see through all the legs. Look in the middle of the herd, between all the big legs, there's a set of 4 little legs. There's a calf in the middle of the group. That's tough to spot. You can see the little ears, little trunk, little feet. It's a big job to be an elephant mom. Elephant moms, when they give birth to their calves, the calves are a few hundred pounds, 250, 300-ish. They're also pregnant for just shy of 2 years. Their gestation period's 22 months. And they're the real champs. Look at towards our left. These are greater flamingos. Now look carefully. They're chicks. See the fuzzy gray ones? They're babies. There's a teeny tiny baby right on that nest, and right next to the teeny tiny baby is a teeny tiny egg. Flamingos here. Baby flamingos. Now the eggs usually take just under a month to hatch, about 28 to 30 days. When they hatch, they start out gray, easy to see. The pink doesn't come for a couple years. Usually about a year or 2 in, they start to turn pink. The pink color will come from the beta carotene. It's in the food they eat. Certain things like brine shrimp are really high in their beta carotene content. Greater flamingos overall, though, are the lightest pink out of all the flamingo varieties. They're also the largest, and that makes it a little more diluted because it has so much more body and feathers to cover. Come along here, see what we can find. Big mud puddle. You can see where something's been sloshing through. Sometimes we'll spot animals wallowing out here. We've seen elephants coat their skin in mud, rhinos, sometimes warthogs too. Getting a big layer of mud on their skin helps protect the skin from the sunshine. It's kind of like wearing a mucky version of sunscreen all over. That's a good way for them to cool down on a really hot day too. It's been pretty warm today. Alright, this is a little tough to spot. I'm going to do my best. Look way up the hill on your left. All the way up. Follow the grass as high as up as it goes. There's a cheetah up at the top of the hill, and there's another one about halfway across, right where the grass transitions to brown. They're both lying down. It's a tail twitch. This one's got its head up a little more. The one right in the middle of the hill. You can see the light patch, the white fur on the belly. Cheetahs are the fastest land animals, sprinting at speeds upwards of 60 miles per hour. They are the only big cats that do most of their hunting during the daytime. They're also the only ones that cannot roar. Cheetahs are able to purr. Most of their vocalizations, most of the sounds they make are kind of like chirping. They sound more like birds than like you'd expect a cat to sound like. If anyone has a house cat at home, you'll know that your cat's claws are retractable. You can go in and out of the paws. Cheetah claws, those are non-retractable. They stay out all the time. It gives them a little more grip on the ground when they run. It creates more traction for them, which is pretty important when they move at such high speeds. Looking ahead, there's an ostrich just past these big bushes. I thought I saw. I did. There's zebra out here too. Ostrich moving around, zebra grazing, lying down in the shade. Those are Grant zebra. Sometimes they're called plains zebra. No two zebra in the world have the same stripes. They're all different. Kind of like our fingerprints are. Same goes for giraffes and their spots. They're all different as well. They might not look strong at a glance, but if we get to spot them again the other way, take a look at how well muscled their legs are. Just one kick from a zebra's leg can break a lion's jaw. Now, this is a warthog on our left. Warthogs are one of the largest burrowing mammals. They're even known to borrow burrows sometimes from other animals like aardvarks. When they go in the burrow, they back up in, so the feet and tusks are pointing out. That way those tusks are at the ready in case they need to defend themselves from predators. You see those zebra again, see those ostrich too. Now, if you've ever wondered if they're black with white stripes or white with black, just look at the color of their hooves and their noses. That's the base color. So you can tell zebra have a black base with white stripes. The ostriches, they've got a clutch of eggs on the ground over here, just next to this tree. They tend to stick pretty close to them. Ostriches are the largest and the heaviest species of bird. They are flightless, they cannot fly, but they can run at about 35 to 40 miles an hour. You can really put on the speed when they need to. The eggs they have, they're very large. Each one weigh about 3 pounds. So 3 pounds for each egg. That's about the weight of 2 dozen chicken eggs. The shells on the egg are very strong too. Been told that they're so strong, a small adult human can stand on one without even breaking it. Up this way. The bird here is a yellow-billed stork. It is a carnivorous bird. This is a meat-eating species of bird. Animal with the long curved horns. These are scimitar horned oryx. They're an endangered species, also desert species. They get so much of the water they need from their food, they can go about 9 months without a drink. They don't even begin to sweat until their internal temperature reaches 115. Now, believe it or not, in the 80s, these animals went completely extinct in the wild. But thankfully, due to really successful and very careful captive breeding programs, the help of zoos and ranches, those animals have bred and been reintroduced back out into the wild. So they're a happy conservation success story. Heading this way though, we are starting to approach the end of our safari, friends. So I'm going to take y'all back to the warden's post, drop you off over there. From there, it's a short walk back to Harambe. But if you're looking to find some other animals, do some more exploring, I can recommend a trip down to Gorilla Falls. Real cool place to check out. Best place to look for gorillas. Pretty easy from that one's name. Best place to look for meerkats though, naked mole rats, underwater healing of hippos, colonists, monkeys, grabbing zebra, all kinds of cool stuff to find out there. And to get there, just go up the hill from where I drop you off, make a right turn at the top. Should take you about 15-20 minutes to wander on through. Pretty cool to check out. Now I'm going to drop you off at our dock, so I want to leave you with a Swahili word. It's Kwaheri. It means go well. So Kwaheri, go well.